to you, from me, 2,000 years from now. It's Eulalia, and today I'm going to do a Teach to Learn going over the morality of military conscription. Okay, so war has always been an inescapable reality for human civilization. However, what does it mean whenever military service becomes something that you can buy your way out of? During the Civil War, it was allowed that wealthy men could pay $300, which is $7,000 today, to hire a substitute to fight in their place. This raises deep moral and philosophical questions. Is it ethical to treat military as a market transaction? Does wealth grant the right of an individual to delegate their moral responsibilities? And should conscription even exist? Conscription, or enforced military service, is often justified under the argument that in times of crisis, the government has a right to call upon its citizens to fight on its behalf. One of the biggest critics of this was the Enlightenment thinker John Locke, who believed that it was the government's role to strictly protect life, liberty, and property, and the government overextending to call upon someone to give up their life is a direct violation of your natural rights. So you have that argument, and then you have the counter argument, which is, okay, well, if this government or society protects you, don't you have a duty to protect it in times of crisis? Because how could you even have the natural acknowledgement of the natural rights without a just society? And this is an idea of a social contract, which was termed by Rousseau. Probably just butchered that poor Frenchman's name, so sorry. But the social contract being that we're born in this state, literally in this society, within our state of nature, so therefore I'm in a social contract with it because I expect it to protect me. However, whenever the military service becomes a commodity where the rich can opt out of, it makes it so that the poor are forced to fight, which creates fundamental injustice. So, during the Civil War, there was mass protest on conscription, and even today, there are countries such as Israel and South Korea who have universal conscription. But what do you think? Is this an infringement on your natural rights? Or are you under a natural obligation to help out your country, given the fact that it is so willing to protect you? Now let's go into my personal thoughts. So, I think that in today's society, conscription is justified. I think that, okay, this is what gets so hard. Okay, I'm gonna pivot real quick, because what I love about political philosophy, or philosophy in general, and this entire video was inspired by Michael Sandel's lectures on philosophy in his series of Justice. And what I love about him is that he and his students can so eloquently display both sides of an argument to where I am like, wow, I can see both sides. But on the flip, I'm currently reading Ayn Rand, her book Atlas Shrugged, and her entire argument is that you have to stick to one reality, because those who do place their opinion with firmness are the ones who shape the world. And that makes me want to be deliberate in my answer. this reminds me of a quote from Marcus Aurelius, who says that it is up to the world's leaders to act intelligently and responsibly with the information they have, and to not waste time fantasizing of a world with perfect choices and perfect people. So with Rand and Aurelius, I say that, to me, conscription is justified under the social contract that I expect my government system to protect me. And therefore, I would protect it. Say it with my chest, despite how I recognize how morally complex this discussion is. So, tell me what you think. I hope you have a great day. It is so beautiful here. Thank you for listening. All right, bye. I was doing my editing and I realized I didn't even make a statement on whether or not military service should be a commodity, and it is. But more importantly, regarding the draft, I don't think it's ethical for any man or woman to be able to buy their way out of that conscription if they are in a society that honors it. Bye, for real.